show you this. Check this out. It's my daughter's um, from a fossil collection. This is a Spinosaurus tooth. It's about 112 million years old. I thought it was pretty cool. I thought I'd show you that. Okay, hope you have been well. Let's crack on. If I share the screen, science session 4 is what I'm looking for. I'll put you up in the corner, Mr. Osborne, and let's go on that slide. Right, okay, like I said, so this is session 4. If you join me for the previous sessions, we have been looking through the circulatory system. We've looked at heart, we've looked at blood, the elements that make up blood, and we have looked at blood vessels. And in this session, just to let you know, we'll be looking at the impact of exercise on our bodies. So you will need a pencil, paper, and a little bit of space to participate in some exercise. I thought it might be quite nice if we're looking at the impact of exercise. It might be actually quite nice to have a go at doing a little bit of exercise ourselves and making sure we're keeping active. But if you are going to participate, make sure you've got enough space to do that and your parents are happy for you to be doing that. It's only going to be a little bit of jogging on the spot maybe. Okay, so pencil, paper as ever. As we go through the session, make sure you're making some notes and get some notes down as we go along. Okay, and then we'll have a little pop quiz at the end of the session for you to complete and see how you got on. Okay, so as ever, let's get our brains warmed up. Name 3 types of blood vessels. Okay, now we looked at this last time. Here's our diagram of our man here, and he's got his blood vessels. The blood vessels are what carries the blood around the body, the important job, obviously. And we said it looks a bit like a road map or a tube map. So can you name those 3 types of blood vessels? Maybe pause the video there for a couple of minutes, have a go, write your answers down, come back, and then we'll look through them together. Okay, so you're back already, which is fantastic. Now, I was getting you to name the 3 types of blood vessels, which we learned about in the session before. So here we go. Arteries, we have veins, and we have capillaries. Okay, all types of blood vessels that do the important job of carrying the blood to every part of our body, which we need. Okay, so let's have a look. Today's learning, well, we're going to continue our scientific look at the body, and we're moving on to recognize the impact of diet, exercise, drugs, and lifestyles on our body. Okay, so it's really important to note we'll be looking at these kind of separately. So today we'll have a main focus, which will be on exercise. And as we move on through this journey, we will then have a look at what impact diet has on our bodies. We'll then go on to move on to lifestyle choices and looking at also drugs. Okay, obviously medicated drugs and not so legal drugs, but the main focus for today will be looking at exercise and the impact of exercise on our bodies. Okay, now it's just a quick burst video, so there's going to be a real push to go through the knowledge and maybe have a bit of exercise ourselves. Okay, so key vocabulary. Why don't you pause the video here, take a minute, maybe 2, to write down as many keywords that you can think of when you think of exercise and relating it to our body. Okay, pause the video, come back, and we'll have a look at this together. Okay, so you're back already. So key vocabulary, this is the key vocabulary that I came up with. Obviously, keeping healthy, when we talk about exercise, keeping healthy is a key element. Muscles, that might be the muscles in your legs, your arms, okay, and not forgetting that the heart is our most important muscle, you might say, and doing exercise obviously helps the heart. Activity, you've got to be active if you want to just kick the chair over. Okay, activity, so taking part in exercise and being active yourself. Growth, exercise helps our bones and our muscles to grow and be healthy. breathe. Why have I put breathe? Well, when you're exercising, you can see how much more you need to breathe, okay? And that relates to the lungs. So exercise is going to help improve lung capacity. Pulse and pulse rate. We visited the pulse rate in our last session where we looked at the heart, and you could feel the heart pumping. Circulation, obviously blood moving around your body, the circulatory system, and then finally the heartbeat. When we're exercising, you will notice that your heart beats a lot faster. Okay, so that is some of the key vocabulary that I came up with. Hopefully you got some of the same keywords there. If not, it might be worth just taking a note of that key vocabulary. Okay, so let's have a look. Healthy lifestyle. So what does a healthy lifestyle look like? Well, for your body to work properly, you need a balanced diet, exercise, and enough sleep. It is important that you eat a varied and balanced diet to stay healthy. So a good mixture from all the food groups, and we'll be looking at that in our next session. It is vitally important to drink plenty of water and eat at least 5 portions of fruit and vegetables every day. So again, we will look at that in our next session, okay, as we move through these science sessions. You also need to make sure you exercise regularly, and that is what we're going to be looking at doing today, okay, to keep your heart, lungs, and muscles strong and healthy. And as you grow up, that is vitally important. As you get to my age, this is really important. It's also important to get plenty of sleep to make sure your body has time to recover. Okay, so 3 elements, key elements of a healthy lifestyle there. It's a balanced diet, exercise, and getting enough sleep to recharge your body and get it ready for the next day of school. Okay, so let's have a look. So exercise and a healthy body. It's strength. So what does it do for us? Well, it strengthens the muscles, including the heart. Okay, and we discussed that the more exercise you do, the stronger your heart's going to become, and the stronger you're going to become. It develops lung capacity. Okay, it helps body coordination develop. Now, body coordination, what do I mean by that? So you can catch and throw. Okay, so when you're at school and you're taking part in those PE sessions of catching and throwing, okay, being active and being fit will help. It uses up food for energy and can prevent the body from getting fat. Okay, now that is really important. Okay, when you're someone like me and you like to have a nice takeaway every now and then, it's important that I'm being active to make sure that food is then burnt up and used for energy. And also there, one of the key points, it can help you sleep at night. And I think that is a really important one that a lot of us forget about. If we're being active throughout the day and we're exercising, then that can help us sleep at night. And as we've already looked at, sleeping helps us to recharge our batteries and be ready for the next day. Okay, so that was just some of the key elements of why exercise allows us to have a healthy body. Okay, now I thought it'd be quite nice to do some exercise and time to get moving. So here we go. Let's just take a quick look before we go off and do this. So we've discussed exercise. Now let's get our bodies moving. So what I suggest is we're going to run on the spot for 20 seconds. We're going to rest for 10 seconds. Then we're going to run on the spot for 40 seconds. We're going to rest for 10 seconds. And then finally, we'll run for 60 seconds and then rest. And we'll have a little discussion. Well, we can't have a discussion, but then we'll have a little think about how that makes us feel. So I'm going to get changed into my PE kit and then we'll get exercising. Okay, so I'm changed and I'm ready to get moving and do a little bit of exercise. I'm just going to move the laptop back a little bit. Okay, so this is not going to be nothing too strenuous. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to run on the spot for 20 seconds. Okay, so get yourself into position and Mr. Osborne will start the timer. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Off you go. Okay, so 20 seconds, just keep it nice and warm. Okay, not pushing it too much. Oh my goodness, Mr. Osborne hasn't done any exercise in a long time. Okay, he's moving all over the place, and that is gonna be 20 seconds up, and you can stop and take a rest there for 10 seconds. Okay, that's fine. You'll probably start to feel that your heartbeat's going up a little bit as we've already started. And then, right, okay, that's our 10 seconds. So let's reset that, and let's go for, we're going to go for 40 seconds this time. So Mr. Osborne really should be getting out and doing a bit more running. Okay. Hopefully your parents aren't too worried about you running on the spot. Hopefully you're not making too much noise. We're just going to go for 40 seconds here. Move the laptop. Okay. We're starting to feel a little bit warmer now. Here we go. We've got 5 seconds left. Okay, 3. And stop there. And we're going to have a rest for 10 seconds. Wow, I can feel, starting to feel a little bit better already about myself because I'm doing a bit of exercise. Right, that's our 10 seconds. Stop there. Now, this time we're going to go for 1 minute. Okay, let's get ready. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Run on the spot for a minute. Okay, now remembering that all this exercise is going towards helping us build our muscles, build our lung capacity, and obviously improving our most important muscle, the heart. Okay, and that's why we need to keep nice and fit and continue to do exercise, especially as we go through school and as we get older. Okay, so that's halfway there. As you can tell, Mr. Osborne's starting to run out of breath. Just shows that he hasn't done any exercise in a long time. Otherwise, I wouldn't be finding this so not challenging, but okay. 10 seconds left and we're almost done. We can sit down, have a nice glass of water to rehydrate, which would be really good. And then we go. Let's stop there. Whew. Wow, Mr. Osborne's hair's all over the place. Now that felt, how did that make you feel? Well, Mr. Osborne is a little bit out of breath there, okay, which just shows that Mr. Osborne hasn't done any exercise in a long time. That's should be ashamed of himself. But it's important, okay? It's important that we get our bodies moving, we get the exercise that we need to get, okay, so we can make sure we're nice, fit and healthy, okay? Now, I'm going to move you on, okay, to a nice pop quiz. So here you go. So now it's time for a quick quiz. So hopefully you've made lots of notes going through, or you can remember the answers to some of these questions, and hopefully you're not too tired from the exercise. So number 1, your body needs enough sleep, blank, and exercise to work properly. Number 2, what does sleep help our body to do? Okay, so what does sleep help our bodies to do? And how many portions of fruit and vegetables should a person eat a day? That's a nice easy one there to finish. Pause the video, have a go at those, write down the answers, then come back and we will have a look at those together. Okay, so let's go through the answers. Your body needs enough sleep, blank, and exercise to work properly. So your body needs sleep, a balanced diet, and exercise to work properly. Okay, and let's not forget, we're going to look at what a balanced diet looks like in our next session. What does sleep help our bodies to do? Well, sleep helps the body to recover and recharge, sort of like charging a battery. So maybe on your controller on your PlayStation or Xbox, every now and then you need to recharge those batteries. How many portions of fruit and vegetable should a person eat a day? That's nice and easy. A person should have at least 5 portions of fruit and vegetable, but they can have more. Okay, lovely. So now we've got number 4 and number 5. What can you do to get strong lungs, heart, and muscles? That's an easy question. We've been looking at that all the way throughout. Which of these do you not need to have a healthy lifestyle? Okay, pause the video, have a go at these 2, and then come back and we'll look at them together. Okay, so what can you do to get strong lungs, heart, and muscle? Quite simply, remember, exercise will help you get your lungs, heart, and muscles strong. Which of these do you not need to have a healthy lifestyle? well, you do not need fizzy drinks in order to have a healthy lifestyle. So bad news for those people out there that like a good old fizzy drink. Okay, so let's have a quick recap. Well, today we've looking at recognize the impact of diet, exercise, drugs, and lifestyle on our bodies. We've had a main focus of exercise, and we've even carried out and done some exercise. So I hope you're not feeling too tired after that. Next time, we're going to look in our journey, and we're going to be focused on diet. So we'll be looking at what a balanced diet looks like and what the impact is of that balanced diet on our bodies. Okay. Animation. Mr. Osborne always puts animation, forgets about it. Okay, so thanks for tuning in. Take care. See you next time.